MDR or MDR cache.
Hello?
Yes po, Sir Benji.
Dr. Weng, pwede ka na mag-start.
Hello, Sir Benji. Magandang tanghali
Yes,
po. Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat.
magandang tanghali.
Ayan. Ilalabas ko lang po yung ating slides. Wait po.
Class, habang inaayos ni Dr. Weng yung kanyang presentation material, um, I asked her, actually kanina ko lang sa kinausap kung pwede siya muna mag-handle ng ating class today para i-share sa inyo yung kanyang mga tips, no, examination tips, no, yung kanyang karanasan sa PRC at yung iba niyang karanasan sa board na kinunan niya na examination. So I think this is timely kasi mahalaga yung personal knowledge ni Doc Weng ang kanyang i-share sa inyo upang sa gayon meron kayong idea, no, kung ano yung mga dapat yung paghandaan para sa darating na examination. And we took the chance na i-record din ito para mapanood din ng iba, whoever who is not around today, mapanood nyo yung mahalagang mga information na isi-share sa inyo ng ating isa sa magiting na kasapi natin sa AUSA Online School Training Program, ang anak ni Mila Eugenio na si Doc Weng Eugenio Hautea. Okay, Doc, take it away.
Alright. Thank you so much po, Sir Benji. And once again, magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat. Ayan. So, yes, nag-volunteer po ako kay Sir Benji na instead na magkaroon po tayo ng review about what we have already learned in the past, nag-volunteer po ako na why not na lang po i-share ko sa inyo yung some of the tips na i-acquire ko when I took the board exams. And kasi katulad nga ng sabi ni Sir Benji kanina na this is very timely. Kasi yun na nga po na malapit na kasi yung ating licensure exam. And we have barely 3 months, no? 3 months, March na ngayon, and the exam will be on June. Yon. So, sa mga hindi pa, most likely yung karamihan po sa atin, meron ng kumbaga nakapag-set na ng inyong review schedule, study schedule, ganon. But probably, and I believe na hindi pa naman po late. It's not too late for us na to develop or probably to add more yung ways on how to pass the licensure exam with just one attempt. O, di po ba? Ngayon, I feel na I am really confident, no, to share this with you guys kasi I have already passed and I took the board exams 3 times and sa awa naman ng Diyos na ipasa ko yung 3 na board exams. So, wait lang po. Ayan. I took the board exams for optometrist, licensure examination for teachers, at saka po licensure examination for real estate brokers. Ayan. Yung isi-share ko sa inyo na na mga tips, guys, this really worked for me, no? And I pray na all these things which I am going to share with you ay mag-work out din sa inyo. Kahit 5 lang out of 9 na ma-internalize ninyo, I will be happy already. Okay. Now, at saka yung hindi naman ito like yung first step yung talaga ang gagawin ninyo, it's probably because yun na nakapag-umpisa na kasi tayo from January, nag-start na tayo ng review. So yung iba probably na nyo na-internalize nyo na o nagawa nyo na. Okay, but for those who still don't, this would really help you a lot. Okay? Now, sorry. Ayan. Kasi, kailangan talaga na magkaroon tayo ng yung study schedule kasi dahil like sa situation ninyo ngayon, no, na most of you are already working. So, pag hindi tayo gumawa ng schedule to study or we don't give time to study, especially like talagang dapat everyday na kasi 3 buwan na lang, mahihirapan po tayo. Especially, ang exam po natin hindi lang po written. Like, I could talagang nakaka-totally relate talaga ako sa inyo kasi sa licensure examination for optometrist, ganun din po. Rin, written at saka oral examination. Practical examination. Actually, mas matindi pa ho itong sa DOH kasi yung sa practical exam, meron pang oral exam, hindi ba? So, aside pa dun sa written exam, which is actually very challenging, no? Pero kapag ka naman meron talaga kayong nagawa na ano na study schedule ninyo, it would be easier you to parang ano na second nature na lang ninyo na araw-araw yun yung mga gagawin ninyo. And as what I have said even before na mag-sacrifice tayo for these 3 months, for these remaining 3 months na ano to study. No, kasi as what even Sir Benji has been telling you over and over again na yung once and for all, ipasa natin ito. Okay? Kasi if you pass this one, it will open a lot of opportunities for you guys, no? Not only locally dito sa Pilipinas, but it will open opportunities for you abroad. Hindi lang kayo makapag-open din ng sarili ninyong business if you pass this, if you're already a licensed massage therapist, but it will give you a lot of other opportunities. Ayan. Kaya, nung, eto nga, dahil sabi ko, ayan na, 3 months na, so excited na ang lahat, ano, na makatake na ng licensure exam. So, this is actually very timely na I could share this with you. Ayan. So, very briefly, okay, yung situation ko naman, before tayo, before tayo pumunta dun sa mga tips, very quickly lang, na yung pag-take ko kasi ng licensure exam for optometry at saka sa teachers, licensure exam for teachers, hindi po ako nag-enroll sa the review center. Okay? And because that time, I was already pregnant. And so parang I feel that time na kaya ko naman yung ano kasi I was not working during that time. So and then sinabay ko po yung board exam for optometrist at saka sa board exam for teachers. Sinabay ko po silang dalawa. Ayan. So yun I did everything I could. And then yung sa ano naman licensure for real estate broker, nag-enroll naman ako noon sa review center. Ayun kasi like etong sa AUSA natin review center, kailangan din po kasi ng 40 units po yata yon. One of the requirements po yun for you to be allowed to take the board exam. Ayan. So doon ko din na differentiate, no, na mas maganda pala talaga kung nakapag enroll ka sa review center. Kasi kumbaga tuturuan tayo step by step. At tapos maraming basta ang ganda po ng naging experience ko nung nag-enroll na ako sa review center. Ayan. So, okay, so without much further ado, let's start with my first tip on how I pass the board exams with just one attempt. Ayan. So, the first tip that I would be sharing with you guys is spray. Okay, wait. Okay. Now, why is prayer my utmost priority? Ayan. Because I acknowledge na there is a God na a divine force that exists that governs the whole universe. Ayan. Yung bang tipong everything that happens, I acknowledge na everything that happens in this world happens. It's because of God working, God's doing. Ganyan. And lahat naman tayo, meron tayong, we have our own set of beliefs sa maraming bagay and even sa ating relationship uh, uh, kay God. And I respect that. And personally, I feel the need talaga to seek God's guidance and affirmation. Yon. Kasi di po ba sa, I think this is the one. Let's check. No. Yeah. Kasi in Matthew 6:33 it says here na, but seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Ayan. So nung nag-decide ako na nasabi ko, kasi after graduation from college, I was invited to go abroad by a family, no, to stay with them, ganon. And I was given a chance naman na to work there. So nagstay po ako doon and I worked there for 5 years. And yon. So after before I settled down, no, nang na-meet ko na yung husband ko, doon kami nag-meet, he asked me kung ano yung, what would I want to do before getting married. So sabi ko, kasi that time, graduate lang ako noon ng optometry. So hindi pa ako noon nag-take ng board exam. Kasi right after graduation, I went out of the country na. Ayan. So ang sabi ko, gusto kong magturo. Gusto kong maging licensed teacher. Ganon. Yun. So he told me na, oh, I will support you with your decision. So, okay, go ahead. Kaya, bumalik ako ng Pilipinas. Yun, I enrolled and I took units for education. And then after that, when I finished, we got married. And then after getting married, yun na nga, when I got pregnant, dun ako nag-decide na I will take the board exams. Ayan. And then, but prior to that, yun yung sa prayer na nag-pray ako. Sabi ko, Lord, if it is your plan for me, sabi ko, yun yung before ako umuwi ng Pilipinas noon, na sabi ko, ito po yung plano ko, ito yung gusto ko, Lord. Kasi malalaman mo naman kasi na that is God's plan for you. Kasi parang tuloy-tuloy po yung mga the activities, the things prior to your making that decision. Parang walang problema. Parang smooth sailing lang siya. So nung pag-uwi ko ng Pilipinas, nag-enroll ako sa Philippine Normal University, ganon. So okay naman siya. Then nag-aral ako, wala naman naging problema. And then I got married and then sabi ko, Lord, mag-take ako ng board exam. So i-offer ko na lang sa inyo lahat. And you know, the good thing about offering everything to God para sa akin po is like walang pressure eh. Kasi alam mo na yung okay. Ito nga po yung si Jeremiah pala, 2011. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And wow, that's a very, very excellent verse po talaga na-internalize ko din po when I was also planning to take the board exams. And then, yeah. So, eto na nga yun. When we have to be realistic, guys, no? When we pray, hindi naman lahat ng prayers natin parang affirmative yung magiging sagot. Hindi naman lahat magiging yes. no, there are instances na ang magiging sagot ni God sa atin is no, no. Yun yung naging ano ko kasi na when I prayed na if it is your will, oh God, sabi ko, naipasa ako, then thank you, Lord. Kung hindi naman, alam ko na meron kang much, much better plan for me. Ganon. And may isa pang sagot yung wait. Yung wait. Which reminds me na bakit hindi ako nag-take ng board exam right after graduation. Ganon. So, I could consider that na parang God allowed me to have that time, waiting time. Yon. So kung yung pwede natin maano to sa inyong ano ngayon, sa inyong situation ngayon na bakit ngayon lang kayo nagbigyan ng opportunity to take the licensure exam for massage therapy. I believe na this is really God's perfect time for you to take the exam. You know, probably kung noon pa, baka hindi pa kayo handa. Alam niyo yon. So marami pang mga, baka nahirapan kayo noon. Kaya ngayon lang kayo inalaw ni God na mag-take ng ano na to, ng exam na to. Ayan. So I do believe na this is really God's plan for you, na this is the right time for you to take the licensure exam. Ayan. And wait lang po. Yun. So, as what I have said earlier na it took me, di ba, mga 5 years after graduation before ako nag-take ng board exam for optometry. Ayan. So, inisip ko din na bakit hindi ako inalaw nung right after graduation. Kasi nung nag-work na ako abroad for 5 years, nagkaroon po ako ng self-confidence. Alam mo, na-develop yung self-confidence ko. Nagkaroon ako ng maturity, nagkaroon ako ng disiplina sa sarili ko. Kaya nung nagre-review na ako, although hindi ako nag-review sa review center, yun, I was able to make it. Hindi ho ako nahihirapan na mag-review by myself. Kasi nga, yun, most likely it's because sa aking mga naging experiences during those 5 years na nag-work ako. Ayan. So, kaya nung nag-take na ako, nung nag-review na ako, nag-take na ako ng board exam, yon, hindi na ako nahirapan. So, kaya doon sa prayer natin, although alam natin na we need, of course, no, we have to make God a priority, pero may kasabihan, di ba, na nasa tao ang gawa, nasa Diyos ang awa. So, kahit na anong prayer ang gawin natin, kung hindi naman tayo nag-aaral, hindi tayo nagre-review, wala rin, di po ba? So, we need also to exert effort, no, yung the best na natin para maipasa natin ito once and for all. Okay? Now, my tip number 2 would be, okay, set a goal and stick to it. So yun na nga. So we already have, okay, we already have prayed, no? Tapos ayan, Lord, we already yung sinurrender na natin sa kanya yung lahat, ganon. And then, so, we already decided, no, na, ayan, so magti-take na tayo ng licensure exam. So, since you already have decided on it, we have to be serious about it na. Kasi, hindi to biro hindi ba? Yung nung we set aside time para sa mag-aral kay Sir Benji every day. Tapos yung we review, mag-practice tayo ng ating 5 basic strokes of massage. Gagawa tayo ng video. It's really very challenging, I should say. Okay? So, and ayan na, nagbayad na tayo and lahat, no? So, seryosohin na natin to guys. 3 months na lang na sacrifices and so mag-effort na tayo. Okay? And probably yung iba, sabihin nila na, ay, kasi talagang ang hirap. Dahil sa existing na natin na mga commitments sa trabaho, ganyan. Pero we should not make those excuses, guys, no? Kailangan talaga right now, kasi 3 months lang naman, let's make it our priority. Okay? Kasi andito na yung opportunity for you, all of you, na to have a license, to be a licensed massage therapist. So i-grab na natin to. Okay? And sometimes, no, parang feeling natin na overwhelmed tayo. Pero isipin nyo na lang na after 3 months, after all these sacrifices, it will pay off, no? Yung may may maganda siyang kahihinatnan. Okay? First, yung papasa tayo, and pangalawa, ma-elevate yung knowledge natin, yung skills natin. Ang dami pa kasing mga hindi pa natin alam eh. Yun na mga bagay-bagay patungkol sa massage therapy, di po ba? So, this will give you confidence, more confidence in your craft, in your profession as massage therapist. Ayan. And then the next tip would be make a study schedule. Ayan. So, yeah. I acknowledge naman na before pa kayo nag-decide na mag-take ng exam, for most of us, 'di ba sobrang busy tayo sa ating mga buhay-buhay, sa family, sa work, sa personal life natin. Ayun. And then ito pa, pumasok pa ito si DOH exam. So, para hindi maging complicated, yung the daily activities natin, yun I advise na gumawa tayo ng study schedule. Okay? And in setting up this study schedule, we should make this as our priority. Okay? And pag gumawa tayo nito, we should be realistic. Yung bang tipong na yung i-base natin yung ating paggawa natin ng schedule doon sa existing na natin na mga daily activities natin. But we should really make room for review. Okay? I suggest like 2 hours a day na talagang yan, yung serious na review. Yung no interruptions at all, yung talagang nagbabasa, at nagme-memorize tayo, yung ganon. Ayan. And eto na nga, dyan papasok kasi yung support system. Mamaya itatakal po natin yan. But then again, yun na nga po, we need to make this a priority, no? Ang paggawa ng ating study schedule. Kahit na lang, hindi naman talaga detailed, So, this will really help a lot. Okay? And then, step number 4, create a support group. Ayan. Okay, so, create a support group. Although the time na nagre-review ako ng optometry at saka ng board exam for teachers, I was already married and pregnant. Hindi ako nahirapan kasi nung nag-decide ako na mag-review, shinare ko kagad to sa family. Ayan. And since very very supportive yung family, especially yung husband ko, na mag-take ako ng board exam, yun na nga, it was really like very easy for me to do that. And during that time kasi nakatira ako sa in-laws ko, and when they found out nga na yun yung ginagawa ko, grabe din po yung support na ginawa nila sa akin. They gave me time and the space na makapag-review. May mga pa-snacks pa yan, yung gano'n. So, ang point ko dito is, please tell your immediate family members na nagre-review kayo, that you are planning to take the licensure exam. Tell your colleagues, yung mga kasamahan nyo sa work, yung mga friends ninyo. Ayan, kasi sobrang laki na maitulong po nila sa inyo, di po ba? Lalo na dun sa mga nag-work na sa mga spa, di po ba? Na minsan, lalo na kapag you have this really healthy working environment na very supportive yung mga kasamahan mo sa work, na minsan sila pa yung nag-o-offer na pwedeng ako na lang yung gawin mong model, or sabihin nila, wag kayong maingay kasi nag-aaral si Mary, yung ganon. Ayan. So, or pag sa bahay naman, hindi ba, pag alam nila na nagre-review ka, they would give you time and space talaga for yourself na makapag-review. Ayan, and syempre, pag alam nila na nagre-review ka, merong chances are, sasabihin nila, sige, muna, kanya-kanya mo ng toka muna sa luto, kanya-kanya hugas ng pinggan, or bili muna ng ulam sa labas, yung mga ganon, just to make your life parang easier, no? Para makapag-review ka, ganon. So, yan. Tell everyone na malapit sa'yo na na nag-review ka, para naman hindi mo lang alam kung alam mo yung how are they going to help you out with this one. Malaking tulong po talaga yon. Okay? And then tip number 5. Ayan. Ito na po tayo. Okay, so gather review materials or make your own test questions. Ayan. As tip number 5, gather review materials. Okay, for DOH licensure examination for massage therapist. Wait lang po. For massage therapist, ayan. Actually, wala na tayong problema dito. Kasi Sir Benji has already given us all that we need. Yung mga kailangan natin para sa review, ayan na po, kompleto na. First, eto nga pong yung ating manual, no? The manual that we have. Kompleto na po, nandito na lahat. May English, tapos may Tagalog na pa siya version. And then, the good thing about everything is, meron po tayong unlimited na video materials po sa YouTube na na magagamit po natin during our review. Ayan. Ang nakakatuwa, lang actually about this one is yung pag meron po kayong hindi like yung you are weak in one topic. Okay, for example, doon sa anatomy and physiology, ganon. Pwede kasing all we have to do is just to go to YouTube and to type AUSA, anatomy, Sir Benji, and then anatomy and physiology, and all you need to know ay nandoon po. So ang nakakatuwa about all these videos kasi pwedeng ayan. So pwede kasing pwedeng i-view natin yon or we watch it, we listen to it many times. Limitless po hanggat may time kayo. Yun ang nakakatuwa. Compared to during our time, mukhang matagal na nga, na hindi pa actually uso yung ganyan, no? Yung ganito, no? May mga YouTube na mga review materials. So during my time, nagre-rely lang po talaga kami sa mga books from the school, mga review materials na binibigay sa amin ng school, yun. At saka yung mga notebooks na sinusulatan namin during that time. So actually very limited po yung namin noon, yung sources namin of review materials. Unlike for you guys, wow, ang galing. Kasi yung bang tipong, kailangan kong mag-review sa yung mga yan, yung ethics, yung ganon. So punta ka lang, type mo lang ethics AUSA, Sir Benji, Eugenio, ganon. Ay lalabas na kaagad. Yun ang nakakatuwa. Ayan. So, lang po. Ayan. So let's go to tip number 6. Okay. Says here, read, memorize, watch, listen, practice daily. Ayan. So, may kasabihan tayo na constant practice makes perfect. Dito ba yun? Ayan. Constant practice makes perfect. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, kapag ang isang bagay ay palagi nating ginagawa, ay mamamaster natin ito, mape-perfect natin ito. Ayan. And, so, when I say daily, ibig sabihin kailangan po talaga araw-araw. Wag ho natin imimiss. Meron pa nga akong nabasa na if you want to develop a healthy habit, just do that particular thing every day for 20 days. Pag ginagawa mo, pag gusto mong makadevelop ng isang magandang habit, just do it every day for 20 days, and you will already you could already incorporate it. Yeah. You could already incorporate it sa iyong daily activity, sa iyong daily life. Ayan. So, like, read, okay? So, if we have time, okay, of course, meron talaga tayong time, no? Ang sabi ko nga, mag-set aside tayo ng 2 hours a day. So, depende na yun sa inyo kung ano ang preferred ninyo na time. Kasi like ako, I'm mas nagiging yung parang yung mind ko mas ganadong mag-aral pag gabi. Ayan, kaya sa gabi ako sa gabi ko binibigyan ng 2 hours sa sarili ko para makapag-review. Ayan, pero may iba naman na na madaling araw sila, talagang yung brain nila nagwo-work. Yung madali silang tawag nito yung makapag-memorize, ganon. So, it's up to you guys kung, excuse me, kung anong kung anong time sa araw kayo magre-review. Ayan. So, and if you have spare time, aside pa doon sa 2 hours nyo na talagang serious kayo doon, if you have spare time, please do read. No? Ako yun, I do not know, pero yun yung ginagawa ko before. I always read. Kasi during that time, di po ba nasabi ko kanina na wala pang wala pang mga review. Sorry, wala pang mga YouTube. Ayan, wala pang mga YouTube, ganon. So, talagang talagang nagbabasa, ganon. And then, and I tell you, guys, na nung pagpalagi mo kasi siyang binabasa, alam mo yung parang na-internalize mo siya, pagdating ng exam, yung nung talagang palaging nangyayari sa akin to, may mga questions doon na pag nakita ko yung question, alam mo yung naalaala ko, kahit na yung page, number, yung mga pictures, na nare-recall ko siya. 'Di ba nakakatuwa? It's because nga na palagi kasi natin siyang nakikita. Yan. So, and then watch, okay? We should always watch also. Like lalo na kapag we do something, like watch and listen, yun, they are just the same thing, no? Yung pang magluluto ka, maglalaba ka, ganon, or magwawalis ka, ganyan. So, instead ng background natin is music, yun na yung sa video na ni Sir Benji, yun na yung gawin nating background. Yun, tapos kasi, yun nga ang sabi ko na nakaka-internalize po talaga yung ganon. Yung palagi mong nakikita, palagi mong naririnig, yun, unconsciously, na nare-retain na pala sa brain natin. Yan. So, that's why I strongly advise, guys, na we should do this. Yan. And then, since ang exam natin merong oral practical exam, yun, we also need to practice. Okay? Ang kagandahan lang lalo na dun sa mga already working right now as massage therapist, kasi alam nyo na yung mga strokes Ang na lang, ipapractice nyo na lang is yung pagkasunod-sunod ng 5 basic strokes of massage. And of course, there are also other things that you need to memorize as well. Okay? Ang kasi ang practical, it's not only yung oral lang. Sorry, it's not only like you are going to demonstrate the basic strokes, but you also have to say it. Sasabihin nyo, describe ninyo yung mga 5 basic strokes of massage. Ayan. Ayan. So, in addition to eto nga, yung constant practice makes perfect, dahil meron tayong practical, I strongly advise, especially doon sa mga walang experience, no, na that this is their first time na mag-massage, na to practice it daily, kahit kahit wala na muna kayong model, no? Yung sa unan, pwede yung unan ito yung head niya, okay, ito yung back niya, ganon. And then yeah, you do the manipulation, yon. So, and sa nga pala, I also advise na sa oral practical, mas para sa akin lang to guys, na mas magiging effective siya pag i-memorize mo muna yung uh, ang tawag noon, yung orally, yung wag niyo munang i-manipulate, wag niyo munang i-demonstrate, i-memorize niyo lang muna, like for example, yung the first basic stroke of massage. So, i-memorize niyo muna yung effleurage, petrissage, friction, tapotement, and vibration. Effleurage. Effleurage is ganon, di ba? So, ano yun yung muna, i-memorize nyo muna yun, and you begin first with like effleurage first. Yun, para hindi po kayo yung parang ma-overwhelm dahil sa, ala, ang dami naman ito, parang nakaka-overwhelm na, ganon. So, this is my own personal opinion lang, kasi nga, yung um, licensure exam for optometry, ganon din po kasi, merong practical. So, what I did, yung ano muna, pinag-aralan ko muna yung mga words, mga, things that I need to learn bago po yung application. Ayan. So, I know that this will also be like applicable sa atin pong oral and practical. So, i-memorize nyo muna first yung about effleurage, yung benefits niya, and then the variations and sub-variations. Ayan. Pag na-memorize nyo na yun, and then you accompany it with, with the manipulation na. Yun yung na talaga. You demonstrate it already while you are telling something about what you are doing. Ayan. Ayun. So, and then pag nyo na, gamay nyo na yung effleurage, then go to petrissage. Ayan. Memorize nyo ulit. And then, you practice the, manipulation together with, with your oral explanation about it. And then, go to the next one. Okay, friction naman siya. Ganon. So, that's my advice to you guys. And yun nga sabi ko, constant practice makes perfect. Okay. Next. Okay, tip number 7 natin is make acronyms. Draw diagrams and stick figures. Okay, actually na natin to guys, na we already did this before. Yung ang acronyms kasi, yun yung mga first letter na we made it like it's a word, no? Parang ginawa natin siyang word or a sentence. So, that's really very effective, especially in memorizing yung anatomy and physiology, yung mga indications, contraindications, ayan. So, draw diagrams and stick figures. This will be very effective, yun na, lalo na sa mga organs of the body. Yan, lalo sa mga skeletal system, sa muscular system. Ayan, when we say kasi stick figures, yun yung magdi-drawing ka ng tao, pero hindi talaga siya tao, yung stick lang siya. Ganon. Pagkatapos, natin like, this is the brain. For example, sa skeletal system. Yan, ito yung brain. Tapos ito pala yung, oh my gosh. I studied this. Ayan, tapos yung the different, like yung mga vertebrates, tapos yung lagyan lang natin sila ng mga arrows, ganon. And then how many are there, yon yung sa mga, yeah, yun. Yeah, draw stick figures, is yung mga diagram naman. Basta pag kapag we go through with the study of microbiology as well, po natin to, ma-incorporate po natin ito doon. Okay? And then, yeah. Tip number 8 is be healthy. Ayan. This is the second to the last na. Okay, be healthy. For me, this is extremely important. Okay? Kasi in everything naman that we do, pag hindi tayo healthy, we could not really do it 100%. Di po ba? I'm sure that everyone will totally agree with this. Kaya kailangan we should make our body healthy. You know, so this is actually self-explanatory na. We already know kung paano natin gawin, ano mga nararapat natin gawin to make ourselves healthy, to prepare for the exams. Okay? Kasi marami ang hindi pumapasa sa exam. It's because pagdating ng exam, dahil siguro sa sobrang nagpupuyat na sila, hindi nila na-balance yung pag-study nila tsaka yung work nila, or yung daily schedule nila, ganun. So napapabayaan nila yung kanilang health. And then pagdating ng exam, since you are not physically fit, wala eh. Yung alam mo yun, lalo na kapag sa oral and practical examination. So we really need mag-exert talaga tayo ng effort, to make ourselves ready, physically and mentally, ganon. So, guys, eat healthy, sleep early, what else? Drink a lot of water. Ayan, exercise, yan. So, you know how all these things would really help you in preparing for especially for the oral and practical examination. Okay, and the last one would be, okay, browse the internet for additional review materials. Okay, now, as what I have said earlier, guys, you are really so blessed na there are already like hundreds of videos ang AUSA by Sir Benji na pwede nyo talagang gawing review material. Like, syempre, meron namang may mga topics tayo na we are not confident yet, or we are not really very good at. So, yun, punta lang tayo sa YouTube, tapos yun, i-search lang natin siya, and then it will just pop out. Yun. Kaya, ang galing talaga ng ating review center sa AUSA. Kasi nga, kompleto eh. Lahat po ng topic andun na. Hanapin nyo lang and it will just simply come out. Tapos, ang nakakatuwa pa talaga is you could play it several times paulit-ulit. Alam nyo yun? And then, it's available 24/7. Wow, that's amazing. All right? So, kaya, and as what I have said earlier nga, na kapag paulit-ulit nating nakikita, paulit-ulit nating naririnig, believe it or not, pagdating ng licensure exam, babalik at babalik yan. Lahat ng mga yan. Okay? So, I think that's my last tip for the day. Okay, Sir Benji?
Yeah, Doc Weng, sige po, sandali ha. Nawawala po. Hindi ko ito makita ang sarili ko. Gallery standard. Sige, ayan, class, bigyan natin ng 5 bagsak si Doc Weng. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At of course, maraming bagsak.
Thank you po.
Ayan. Okay, so ayan class, nakita natin no, napaka-practical nung mga tips na sinare inyo sa atin ni Doc Weng. Kaya totoo po 'yon, no? Totoo po 'yon based on actual experience po niya, no? To recap, tulad sinabi niya, napakalaga yung panalangin, no? Kasi all wisdom, all talents, all intelligence comes from God, no? So if we ask guidance from the Lord, tiyak yun, hindi niya tayo bibiguin, no? Lalo nang layunin natin ay upang magbigay ng karangalan sa kanyang dakilang pangalan. Pangalawa, yung sinabi din po niya na kinakailangan merong study habits, no? Very clear. Sa kanya, mas ano nga siya mas madugo si Doc Weng kasi 2 oras. Ako, pwede na sa akin 1 oras. Pero depende po yan sa inyo. Depende po yan sa kung anong carry po ninyo. No? Kung carry nyo pong 2 hours, then go for it. But the point there is, every day, kailangan meron kang isang set place at meron kang set time na doon ka magbabasa. Now, nabanggit niya rin yung about biorhythm. No? May mga tao kasi na tulad nung nabanggit ni Doc Weng na mas productive sila intellectually, mentally kapag madaling araw. May iba naman, mas gusto nila pag maingat na environment, nakakapag-concentrate sila, nung ganon. So, alamin nyo yung inyong exact na parang ano niya, kung saan kayo mas productive no, when it comes to intellectual work. No? Kasi yung pag-iisip, intellectual work. Okay? So, marami pa siyang nasabi at tulad nga ng ano natin, nagpapasalamat tayo muli kay Doc Weng sa kanya. Talagang in-effort po niya, pinaghandaan niya yung presentation na to. Salamat Doc Weng. At ayun, no, we will continue to pray. Yun po yung aming panalangin sa AUSA na lahat kayo sa batch ninyo walang malalaglag. Pwede ba yon? Agree ba tayo doon? Rose, no, Desiree, kailangan yung ating desire wala 100% passing, no, sa written at sa practical exam. Kaya lang tulad ng sinabi ni Doc Weng, practice makes perfect. Diba? Practice makes perfect. Yun po yung sikreto po nun. Habang nag-aaral, nagbabasa, of course, nananalangin, pero sabayan nyo po ng talagang dibdibang pagsasanay, dibdibang pagpapractice upang sa gayon, pagdating sa DOH, parang ano na, no? Pwede nyo ikwento na mas mahirap pa yung kay Sir Benji, madali lang yung DOH, yung gandun. So that's exactly what we would like to happen. No? Na pwedeng maging mas mahirap sa AUSA, pero pagdating ng DOH, para lang kayo namamasyal sa Luneta. No, ibig sabihin nun, gamay nyo na, praktisado nyo na, that is exactly what we would like to happen. Para talagang, yun nga, no, kung pwede nga, mag-top notch kayo sa examination. No? Kayo ay, makakuha ng 95% over 95%. So talagang magaling na po yun. Okay, so muli, maraming salamat, Dr. Weng, sa iyong input. Napakahalaga. And kay din po, kay Ishi. Ishi ba yung iyong assistant dyan ngayon? Doc Weng? Si Ishi o si Hani? Si Hani, yung kanyang technical assistant o social, no, mayroon siyang technical assistant. And by the way, ang location yata ni Dr. Weng ngayon ay nasa Brunei. O nasa saan ba kayo? Sa Brunei, sa Singapore o sa Malaysia?
Sa Brunei po. Okay. Kakagaling po namin ng Singapore. Nanood po kami ng Taylor Swift concert.
Yay! Ayan. Din ang parusa sa kay Dr. Weng, no? Kasi nanood sila ng Taylor Swift concert. Kaya yun, sinabihan natin siya, Doc Weng, kayo na po kung pwede ang mag-handle. At share niyo po yung inyong personal na karanasan upang sa gayon ay lalo silang ma-inspire.
Yes.
Ayan. Nga na, very inspiring yung sharing ni Dr. Weng. Okay, so that will be all for today. Thank you so much. Abangan niyo po para sa hindi nakapanood ng sharing tips na ito na nanggagaling kay Dr. Weng. Panoorin niyo po sa YouTube. I-upload po natin later after editing para malaman din po ninyo kung ano. Para sa iba hindi nakapanood, malaman niyo po yung mga mahalaga mga tips coming from Brunei kay Dr. Weng at saka kay Ma'am Hani na nandito po, kasama niyo po sa kanyang presentation for today. Okay, so that will be all. God bless. Arigato.
God bless you guys.
Salamat,
Thank
Data.
you. Thank you, Sir Benji.
Okay. Hi, Doc. Okay. Bye, Honey. Thank you.
Bye-bye.